I see I have a few people in. If you want to drop a comment, I'm working on one of the pieces. This is a series called Architectural Daydreams. And these are pieces, I forget the number because I'm working on three different series. But these are two of the larger, well, I have two of them on the wall. I have another one here, and they're 4 foot by 8 foot. And so I'm working right now on this little street that's going here. All of the buildings in the series, they're abstracted. They're all in different, going in different direction. It's pretty cool, and I call it architectural daydreams. And I'm just coming up with these forms and shapes just from out of nowhere, the landscape and everything. So I'm just creating as I'm going along. It's pretty easy for me, but and you have to see the variety that I've done of these. They're like really amazing. So this one is about halfway done. It's not. I have more work I'm going to do on the buildings, and I have more work that I'm going to do, with the little flower there and some other elements that are going to come in. So if you have any questions, just feel free. I'll keep checking. I have my computer over here. That's why I'm going past this section here. And if no one can hear me, let me know. If can someone just drop me a note and let me know whether you can hear me or not? Because I don't know if I'm talking and I'm not being heard. So could anybody drop me a message or anything, a comment? Okay, let me see here. I got private chat. Why am I not seeing any message on this one? I clicked on it. It says 2. Okay, somebody sent me a message here. Oh, okay, you can hear. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I was about going a little crazy there. So let me see if my background music can keep going because I think I turned that down a little bit. So like I said, drop me a note. I'm going to keep checking over here to see if the button pops up for messages or any questions or anything. So let me keep moving. Let me get this music back flowing. I'm not sure if you all can hear me now. With the music going, you should be able to. But like I said, this is all going in a series. It's called Architectural Daydreams. There are 4 of these this size. And like I said, I can't even remember how many more of the others. This is pretty cool, like working on this road right here too. I'm using acrylic paint. It's on the wine board. These will eventually go into a frame. Or I may just leave it as is, but and just hang them this way with the panels. But pretty much for showing, definitely I think I will put frames on them. And just as better care if you do that too. So I'm coming across with this first layer here on this road here. This is all going to change as I go along. There's a little, there's this, you'll see the effect I'm trying to get in a little bit on this road. So I'm gonna let that dry, and I don't like to waste paint. I still got paint on here, and I wanted to do something with this chimney anyway, right here. So I'm gonna come across almost like a little bit of a glaze over top of it. I'm not putting so much of it on there. I kind of like that little two-tone, like kind of look to that there. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm also gonna do it in these windows, matter of fact, but I'm gonna put a little bit of white with it. And yeah, I need to lighten this up on the inside of these windows here. And you notice I'm doing it really loose. I want a very, very loose look. I'm not trying to paint inside the lines. I'm doing whatever I want to do. And if it goes over a little bit, that's fine. But it's giving me a look that I want. And I'll just take a little bit right here and just put a little bit over there. Set that off a little bit. I have plenty of water over here. Coming back over, I got a question. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Let me show on here. Thanks for the comment. Good stuff. Really dope. Awesome. Hey, I have the music on. I don't know if you can still hear me because when I first start talking, it muted the music and I just turned it back on. So if you can't hear me over the music, let me know. Or if the music is too loud. Because I'm going to try to talk and, share with everyone or answer any questions as I'm going along. Okay, so I got that layer there. While I'm waiting for that to dry, take some of this orange here. I need these windows to... And I just move around here until and it's no rhyme or reason as I move around, but I know when I just want to get away from one area or another. So I need to get away from that right there and then put my coat on the building that I want to put on there. I haven't decided just yet, but I'm gonna get back to working on the road now. Oops. Gotta get my mix I want here. I don't want it to get too muted. Now right next to that brown I had there, I got this color going. Ah, this road gonna look so funky when I'm done with it. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. See if I have any other questions. Nope. I don't know why the music stopped. Let me see if I can get this music just to keep recycling. Hold on, I didn't go anywhere. I'm just over here trying to keep the music. I didn't have it on. I'm going to check for messages in a second, or comments rather. I'm almost done with this section here. Now when this dries, I'm going to do something else over this. Looking for any questions? Spraying a little bit of water on here. I don't want to put the gloss medium on here because I really don't want it to get a shine on some of these spots that I'm doing right now. So put a little gloss medium on there. Now again, this isn't the final layer. There's going to be another layer of paint that's going to go over top of everything I just did, leaving glimpses of what I just put down. And so I'm going to have to let this area dry. But this isn't the final in this section here. And I want to move pretty quickly doing this. I don't want to get stuck like doing like little tit for tat, like little taps on here. I have to keep a good pace because, it allows me to stay loose and not get too tight. Because sometimes if you're doing this and you start moving too slow, and I want this painting to be expressive, I want it to be real loose. This is probably as slow as I'm going to go putting this line down here because I want to accomplish a certain thing with this, but the rest I try to put down as quick as possible. Maybe I slow down with some of the details on the windows and stuff like that. Like I want to put just a little bit more white in this section here. I'm not even going to get all of them, just get a few, because when you're looking at a building like that, you probably wouldn't see all of that. So I'm take a step back. I always like to take a step back and look at what I'm doing from a distance and then kind of decide on what area I want to move to next. So I'm going to get right to the front of the house. I do want to come across there with, well, you'll see in a second. Always, if you get a little bit of like gray in there, that always is just really nice. But this is a little darker than I want. This is a much darker gray than I want. I need a lot more white. Put a little bit too much black. All right, let's get a little bit more white. I'll use that for something else. Maybe on the other picture that's on the wall that you can't see. But I want to get on this road right here real quick, or the street in front of the house. I can make it a little bit darker. Just a little darker. When we get to the, yeah, like this right here. So let's see if I got any questions. Nope. Again, I'm trying to move pretty fast. And I still haven't switched this brush out. I'm getting a lot done with this brush right here. The size it is here. but I'll move to a different size once I get back up on the sky area there. And I knock these out. Takes a while to do them. That's why, and I usually work on more than one. There's like 4 of these I'm working on at the same time, because I'm just not going to do it for the sake of this video, but I would be on the other painting that's on the other wall. I don't want to have to move the camera around and stuff for that right now. Maybe if I had someone in here who was operating the camera, that would be different. But I'm just going to keep moving along here. This is like, when you're doing this too, you constantly, especially when you work on bigger paintings, you constantly up, down, moving. Especially if I work on one that's taller, like up here. You know, it's and I've been working all day long, and so this is like the end. This is in the evening. Kind of got some time to do this. I was working all day, so doing other stuff. It's nice and quiet in here right now too. It's actually all around here. It's nice and quiet right now. Outside, everything. I'm enjoying it. Even though I got the headphones on and I'm listening to this music, this time it's always super quiet. I love it. Okay, we're coming all the way over here. I hope you can see this. By the way, remember, here at the studio, I have paint parties. They're $45 a person, so you can book your paint party for the holiday season. Like I said, it's $45 per person. I give away 3 door prizes, and they're pretty cool. I try to make it fun, and it's good for about, anywhere from 10 to, I would say, 20 to 25 people comfortably. And, I sketch out what it is. You can either do a 16 by 20 canvas or 11 by 17. I think what I have 16 by 20 and 14 by 18. So you can do either, or. And it's usually 3 hours. There's plenty of parking. I have a central air, and there's heat here, so it's comfortable, the temperature, and there's plenty of parking. So, and I may do a special for the holiday season and just do 35 per person. Matter of fact, I think I will do that. I think I'll put that out as promotion for the holiday season. Okay, so you see I'm starting to get that section right there done. And now I'm going to move back to the grass, do my last layer on there before I start kind of really making it look more like grass. So I got to get my mix here, get a little bigger brush. Little water on here. Yeah, this is the kind of the green I want right here. Yeah, this is going down solid, but I'm going to build so much on top of it. Thought I mixed enough. Maybe it'll stretch. We gotta mix a little bit more. Get this on there. Yeah. Almost made it. You know what? But I like this. Now this is lightening this up over here with this excess off the brush. I like this. How it's real kind of lighter in this corner. So I'm going to keep that. That little, yeah, I like the way that goes lighter there. I'll even do a little bit with this over here. Pull that down some. Yeah. Like it. All right. Everything done in layers. Give me a little smaller brush. Hate to waste this, but give me a smaller brush. Just pulling these things from anywhere. Pulling it out my head. I'm about to turn around and see if there's anybody got any questions. Man, these things look so cool when they're done. I'm telling you, this is like 60% done. This isn't even like, it is more than halfway done, but man, I love how they turn out. And the process, how they start, is crazy. But I love doing this. Let me see if I have any questions. Uh-oh, let me see here. No problem, bro. I'm an artist also. No, you're crystal clear. Also, awesome, awesome. Let me see. Let me show the next one. Who do we have here? Corey Banks. Love it. See you, Kenny. What's up? How you doing? I'm just make sure I don't want to make sure I miss anybody's comments here. Who's this here? Oh, I can't see it. This got something in the way of my thing. Love it. Okay, I see you again. All right. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna keep moving here. Any questions? Like I said, as we go along, any questions? But like I said, these turn out so nice. You're just seeing this point right here. It's funny how sometimes when I'm doing something like this and I start talking, it's almost like I'm trying to talk to the brush. It's like, and you wanna, I don't like doing this little ditzy stuff sometimes. I couldn't do this on a whole painting, like, and have this little tiny brush. I couldn't just do one. That's why I don't like really, well, I do smaller paintings, but I prefer bigger ones. But I do have 8x10s and 16x20s. I have like 30, probably like 3,800 paintings here in the studio. So like I said, if anybody wants to come to visit, I operate on an appointment basis. Find that's best, because it takes a while with, you know, one person if they come in. And what I'll do is I'll mix some of the colors that I'm using. I'll, like, you know, kind of mix them in, not to like make them muddy, but to kind of maintain like harmony, like within the picture here. So, all right, I'm gonna move to the next phase here. I gotta do this. There's a little dip down here when I step, so I'm up here, but then right in front of here it's about 18 inches where the floor goes lower. That's why I'm not jumping up and down or kneeling up and down. It's like, it's literally. So we're gonna start working on this building. See, like, and I carry the colors with me throughout the painting. Like, once I start working with one color, if I put a little bit more than what I need, I'm either going to add to that to go further into the painting, or just use pretty much use the rest of it somewhere in the painting. But like I said, sometimes, you know, I would be taking excess paint and I would be moving it to one of the other paintings hanging on the wall, because there's paintings hanging all around me. Other than to the left here, I have some storage, but everywhere else there's paintings hanging around on the wall to work on. So I always have something to put paint on and empty a palette on. I try not to leave the paint there to let it harden and things like that, so I pretty much will use it up on whatever I'm doing. I even have paintings in other sections in here. I tend to work on about anywhere from 50 to 100 at a time, and they're all strategically placed. They're all separated within series. I have two series that are coming up that I have shows with. One is deals with clocks, and the other one, I did a short YouTube video on that. So if anybody wants to look at that video, it's on the channel. You can go back there and it'll talk about that a little bit. And then there's this series, Architectural Daydreams, and then the Pencil Point People, and a series with panel doors. So it's all cool. I love it. So right here at the top, I used everything I had here, and then I'm just going to spray this here to like kind of spread it out. So that it's not so, I want it to stay loose on these edges, because I'm going to cut back around here, and I don't care if it doesn't cover completely here. It'll give it a nice look to it when it dries. So I worked on that there. So what I think I'm going to do is I always had me like some oil pastel around as well. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil pastel on here on some spots that I kind of want like to get this kind of look in there. But I need to decide on strategically where I want to put this at right now and what color I want to put on here. I don't want to put a lot on here. So I'm kind of going through here to figure out what color I want to use to put something on here. I think right up here at this top right here, this section here, I should have my gloves because this stuff getting all on your hand, but my gloves are all the way in another section and I'm being lazy right now. So I'm just going to take, and all you just do with this oil pastels, and I like the look to it. It's almost like it looks like crayon. I'm not going to take the oil and spread it. I want this look right here. And I'm even going to put it over the paint I just put here. There I go, breaking this off. I have to clean my hands with this. But I want this right here. I want this look here. And there's a reason why I'm putting that look here. And you'll see in a second. Where is it? I try not to leave the paint. Every time I bring it back and forth, it just starts cluttering things up for me. So I'm gonna keep putting my oil pastels in another area where I think I want some. I really want it here. I'm gonna put it like right around this window here. Some more oil pastel here. Just doing this. Look at this look that it's changing, how much it's changing this. See how much this is changing this. See how that just brightened that up over there a little bit over there, and I'm still not done with it. Again, I'm keeping it real loose, keeping it super loose. Okay, so this. Notice I'm just doing little touches of this right here. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with that for a second. And I need to unload this, but I need to unload it with some balloon. We're just gonna change this up a little bit. Need a little bit more white. I'm gonna let a little bit of that purple still kind of, that lavender or whatever I had underneath. I'm gonna let that bleed through a little bit. I don't want to completely cover this. So there's like bits and pieces of that, the paint that was there first, that's coming through. And when it dries, it'll have a nice look to it. I didn't want to cover it completely. Plus, I'm gonna come back in with a few scratches on here. Same thing I'm gonna do here. And the one thing about painting, you can always like just change course a little bit if you want to. Like I need to. I don't want to make this too dark. Yeah, this is not too dark. Yeah, I like this right here. I decided I didn't like this little thing right here, but it's okay because I like the way it's going to mix with the color. With the, I took a little bit of, I think it was crimson and ivory black, and mixed that together, and then mixed it with that burnt umber that I had there, and it's giving me a nice color. I really like that color that's on there. And now I like this up here. See how that is up there? And all I'm just going to do with that oil pastel is like, I'm gonna take, let's see, you may not be able to see it as good, but I'm making lines on here, and I'm just giving like the little impression of some like stones or something here, but you can see it when you get up close up on it. It's not something you can readily see right if I'm probably on the camera. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of the black and mix some of the same crimson, make it a little darker. And I'm just gonna hit this corner right here, make this a little darker over here. And then I'm good. I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and then I'll come back up on there and finish up what I'm gonna do there. But now I have to move to the next thing. And again, I'm just jumping around into areas on here. Before long, the whole thing is done. So I'm trying to think where I want to go next. So I'm going to go back over to these little things right here. So I got me a new little set of some things over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep this white paint here, because this will just be the first coat. I'm just going to take this, bring it down to here. Okay, and what I'll do is I think I'm gonna I got like kind of a funny shape pot there, so I'm just gonna, all I'm doing is gonna take me a little circle here, a little bigger circle here. I'm just gonna connect these two, and I'm gonna make my pot this shape here. I'm gonna make it this shape. I just put this down here just to get where I want to have the pot. I'll decide on what color I want to make it in a second, but that's gonna be right there for now. So let me get to my next phase. Oh, where is it? I'm going to use a little gel press for this side over here. I meant to put this on the gel press plate. Get my palette knife. I don't know why I sat it on here. I meant to put it on here. Gel press plate is this here, and I'm going to use a brayer to kind of roll the paint out on here. So I want to put a little bit of a, then I'm going to take my little tool here. Let me just sit this down first. Make sure my tool. I think I want to do it darker. Changing plans with the color. So all I'm going to do is just add some red on there. I need to make this darker, what I'm trying to accomplish. And I think it may turn out pretty good adding this red to it. Definitely. All right. Let's try that again, because I need for this to stand out. This is just the first layer of this. This isn't going to be the say all be all of this. See, I need to get this design on here. And don't worry, it looks kind of crazy right now, but it won't when I'm finished with it. See, I need to get this build in a certain look. Cool. See if I have any questions. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna take the rest of this from off the gel press, and I'm gonna start my pod here. Might as well start the pod here. I'm talking about this pot I'm making. If anybody else didn't know what I was talking about, making a little pot right here. It's gonna be right down here. Wow, why you got a pot over here with all this stuff here? Like, why you want to do that? Why you want to do a pot right here? Why you want to even think about that? Because I can, and that's what I decided to do. So that's the start of my pot right there. Ba, 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 ba. Wow, this is coming good. And now I'm about to let this area dry here. I'm coming back to the grass now. I need a certain brush here for that. What I want to do with that. Well, I hope I can find it. Here's one. I think this will work. Oh, where is it? Sorry, just mixing this up a little here so I can get this party started right. I hope this brush does what I want it to do. Let me see. Yeah, this will be all right. If I had a little stool. Yep, I'm gonna have to bend like this. And they're all different shapes. I'm putting all different types of pressure on, some very light, some kind of heavy. And it's a little tedious, boring part. Sorry, I'm showing you this boring part right here. But this is part of the process. Trust the process. You know what I mean? I am so glad I just got over a dislocated shoulder. Oh my God. Don't ever get a dislocated shoulder. I was down 14 months. That thing was killing me. I couldn't touch my head for like 7 months. I couldn't put on a shirt or like a t-shirt. I had to have one like button down or something like that because I couldn't get my arms up to put on a t-shirt. But I'm back healthy. I got full use of all my limbs. I'm doing a picture for the boxing gym. So I start my boxing training. Yeah, bro, man, don't mind throwing the hands up a little bit. And I'm so glad because now I can start playing basketball. Like I had my last physical therapy about 3 weeks ago. And I can fully do everything, lift weights, all that stuff. So I felt like I wasn't in the best because I like playing basketball on my free time. So I can't wait to get back to the gym and start playing. I miss playing. It's been over a year, man. I couldn't play. So I know my time is going to be a little bit off, but trust me, I'm going to get back out there. I just got to get my cardio's okay because I ran a lot. Just got to start back my weightlifting and, calisthenic type stuff. Now the doctor okayed me to lift weights again. Superman, got to get buffed up. Let me see if I have any questions. It's coming along pretty good. Let me know if you like it so far. I say we're good, like I said, 60% there. We're not quite there yet, but we're going to get there. Now, I'm going to come across with, some more of this. I should have looked on social media too on there to see if someone's on because this streams live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and my personal Facebook page and my art page, my podcast page. So it streams at 4 different locations. I like cutting these little edges sometimes, and sometimes I'll leave them kind of free. But I wanted to do that to that one. Yeah, Nettie. I wanted to put a little swig there. Should I? Nah, I think I'm gonna leave that like that. Oh, no. I like that. Just a little accent piece, right? That little dot. Just sets this off. Yes. Sets that whole thing off. Bam! Alright, let's see what next. Alright, got that there. That's wet. That's got to wait, so I don't want to mess with that. So, kind of letting you guys see what I be doing when I'm in here by myself. I be doing the same thing. Oh, I gotta leave that alone. Gotta mess with that. I be doing that. And again, putting like a gazillion things of paint over here. I want to keep them out of the way. Clutters up my palette. And then I start wonder why the paint leave the brayer out so the brayer can like harden up. So you got to constantly be doing maintenance all the time too. I got to be mindful of that. Here's the thing I was using here. That's fine. Here's the oil pastels all in the way. And I even had the mouse for the darn laptop here, but that's okay over here. My spray bottle, that's all that's supposed to be over here. But I had all that crazy stuff over there. Now, back to business. All right, so where we at? Man, I like how that building, the side of that building is coming. All right. Now, one thing that I'm going to add on here, and I got to run to the front. I got to bring it back, but I'm going to add a collage element. So hold on a second. I got to grab my collage. Okay. Okay, so I have the Komar. These are like the books to choosing fabrics, and oh man, this is awesome. You can get some great collage material out of here. And then got this one here. Also, you can get a bunch of gate pieces of collage out here. So I'm gonna look through this real quick, and I want my collage element that I put in here. I want it to come down here. I think I'm gonna use it there, or I may use it with this house. I'm not sure. It depends on what I come across. So hold on, I'm gonna look real quick. I don't take a lot of time with this. I see what I like, and then I just grab it. I mean, there's so many great things to choose from. This is too much landscape here. But you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to take this here. Always have my little scissors, have my scissors around. Can I get some gel medium? You know what? I got hodgepodge over here. Let me use that instead. If I can find it. Oh, here it is right here. I found one piece that I want to use on here. So I'm going to get that glued in place. Oh, this stuff came out of here so fast. Wow. I didn't think that was going to come out of this jar this fast. And I want it right here anyway. And I forgot I just put that black on there. I meant the grass, but that's all right. I'm just going to put this right over top of it anyway. I'll let that dry a little bit. So you see I got the plant right there. You see how that turns out with the collage piece right here. That's that little pot I had there. So I'm going to mash this down. I'm going to wait, let that dry a little tiny bit, and then I'll secure it. I forgot I had put the paint right there. And I like those things still coming up right here. I'm going to do something with those. Then I'm going to get a little bit more because I need to do this house right here. I got to get a long enough piece to go there. Okay, do I have another message? Nope. I tore some pages out of this one. I think I tore the best ones I wanted out of this book right here. That's right. All right, I got to look in this one. I forgot I was in that one already. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find the right element to put on here. Because it just has to be right. This got good possibilities. That's too quanky. Darn, I think I picked one of the wrong books. Maybe I needed to get another one of those books from up here. I remember going through this one. You know what? I'm going to see how this works out. Taking maybe this cityscape here. Like taking this thing of this city here. And then bringing it along here. Not let it take up too much space. So, I think I'm going to bring it here. All right. I know what I'm going to do with it now. Just got to look at my shape here. How big is this going to be? So it'll be right to the bottom of that. Okay. So it'll be to the top here. Bring it down on angle. I'm just thinking out loud right now. I'm just thinking out loud. Yep. So that'll go here. And then my point to here. Okay, I'm just cutting this collage material out right here. And that has to go down to here. So we got here. I'm gonna go here to here. going to take it on the angle there. And this isn't a science. I'm not trying to make it perfect because I will edge up around it. But I just want to get the basic area that I want. Boom, I got it. I got to rinse this out because it kind of got a little bit of black paint on it. Put some of this here. I kind of going to miss this little two-tone I had here, but que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not. I can't think that's the words to it. Que sera, sera. All right, so we about to que sera, sera, that section right there. And I just want this on here. Now, once that settles in a little bit, then I'll do my cutting around it. Now you might say, oh, what about this down here? Ah, don't worry about it. I got something for that. I just got to cut it out. Where is it? This will get on here one way or the other. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I know you wondering what's going to be at that bottom. Okay, I got to there, to there, to there. All right, to at least to here. All right, so cut this. Oh, this little tedious cutting around here. I'm sorry, I'm doing the boring part right now, trying to cut a little piece of collage, because I want to show you how I bring a little bit of a collage element into this, and kind of like see the side of that house I'm doing right there, but I'm not done yet. Just got to get this around here real quick. Just got to make sure I got enough to cover that section over there. This should be a long enough piece. Nope, I still gotta go. Oh, I gotta go to the end of this whole thing. I may have to add some. See how far it'll stretch. Bam! But I made one big mistake. No, I didn't. There we go. All right. Now I just got to do this last little piece underneath there, and this should be long enough. Where is it at? I got to be careful holding those scissors the way I hold them. You done poked your eye out messing around with these scissors. I just need my last piece for the bottom there in this section, and once I find that, then I can continue on. But I'm just not seeing anything that's catching my eye right now with these. Kind of like this. I love the playfulness of doing this. I go to grab one thing and find something else. Just got to find my one other area for the front right here. I don't know how this will go right here. Kind of like that for later. Don't worry, I'm gonna find. You know what? I think I found what I need for the base of that house. Nah, I hate this. Oh, I think I found something I like. If it's long enough, I hope it's long enough. Yes, it is. Found what I wanted to set off the bottom of the house. I needed something to go down near at that base to cover up that black I had here. And I think I found it. All right. So yeah, so that can go across there. Awesome. Yep. All right. So let me cut this on an angle. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the blame it on the boogie. All right, here we go. So I need that to come there. See, I can paint over this end. I'm not worrying about that. I'm going to put something over here. But let me put this last piece of collage on here so I can get back to like the real stuff, like painting, instead of messing with this. This is what happens when you start messing with something and then you kind of go a little further than you want to. And that paper's bumping up, which I don't mind because I'm just going to come over top of part of it with some paint to do my little details around. I just need to get this stuck here real quick without it sticking to my finger. And I'm not, you see the stuff dripping down, that's just the glue. I'm not worried. I'm painting over that anyway. All right, so I got that side where I want it, this point, and then I'll finish off the painting. Got one more thing going here, one more element here, and then I'm going to be done with my collage work on here. But again, I got to find the right little thing I want to put there. It'll pop out to me as soon as I see it on one of these pages. I think I see what I have. It's just me. I'm narrowing it down right now. I see what I want. I don't know if anybody has a question. Oh my God. Da, 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 da. All right, got my last little piece here. It's gonna go right up here. I had this brush in the water. That's why this glue is kind of... Again, I'm not worrying about it dripping because I'm gonna paint all over this. Bam. Then I'm gonna do something with those elements when I'm like around those elements. Get a paper towel. Bam. All right, going to the next phase after I got those on there. Just cleaning a brush here. One of the brushes I want to use. Kind of one of my favorite ones. Cool beans. See if I got any questions. Softened it up a lot. Awesome. So this is my first coat on here. I'm gonna put another layer on here, but I have to let this dry up right here. Where's my other brush? This is so fun and so whimsical. Like, just to do this. Again, I'm nowhere near finished. There's like so much more I'm going to do to this. Remember, I take some of the color and I spread it around just to bring more harmony, kind of tie everything together. All right, next area to attack. Can I use this? Now I'm coming right back to this area. This brush loads up a lot of paint on it, and the pigment, like I said, is pretty strong on these paints, so it goes a long way. Just look how much I had on this brush. I'll tell you the brand in a second. Because it's a new one that I've been trying out, and I really like it a lot. Like I told you, I like something that's got like heavy pigment, and this does. There's a couple of the colors that's like just equivalent to most I've had, but most of them are like pretty like that, like more of a, I don't want to say complete heavy body, but it's pretty heavy. See, I'm softening this up all the way in the middle. But I need to do something about this here, and I'm about to do that. And we're going to take care of that real quick right now. See, the best part comes in the end when I'm kind of like detailing some of the windows, like putting the designs in the windows that I want and things like that. It really starts to bring everything together at that point. And I just love it because I know I'm nearing the end of the piece, and oh man, I just love the finished product. I wish I could show you one of the finished ones complete, but I don't want to give you too much of a heads up before I show them the show. So you're gonna just have to bear with like me working on this one right here, and a couple of my other videos that I had that showed me working on. But again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm telling you, look at it. Help me out here, build up my subscribers. I see a lot of times I get a whole lot of people that end up looking at videos, but then not a lot of people subscribe sometimes. So, and one of the good things about doing this, I hate this collage element that I put on, and so I'm going to tear it off. I just don't like it. So I'm glad that I kind of like, and it's okay to paint right over this. I don't even care if this paper sticks here. That's a good thing. I'm going to bring what I'm doing here down on this side. I really like the way this color is coming out here, so I'm going to bring it all the way down here. I'm going to bring it into this first little square here, or kind of semi-square triangle, whatever you want to call it. So I need to get my background in before I decide on what type of windows I want on the side here, or even if I want windows, it may just be a bunch of circles. Who knows? And then I'm going to take that same color and bring it over here. I think I like this better with painted as opposed to collaged here. So I don't want to say wasted time, but I needed to go through that just to know what I wanted to do. I needed to see that because it was saying put some collage over there. But then after I saw it, it was like take collage off of there. That's what ended up happening. So now let me get this here. Okay, I just mixed a little bit of the orange in with this, with the same color. So you see it's like kind of blended in good. The colors go very well together because I mixed a little bit of this yellow ochre with the orange and a little bit of the burnt umber. So those colors are all like kind of basically right in what I'm doing right now. And I really like this color, so I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it across the front. I'm going to make a little bit more of it. I hope I made enough here that'll stretch across the whole thing. But just those three colors, the burnt umber, the orange, and I probably could never make this color again because you know, this is all being done on the fly on here. So to get the right amount of each color would probably be, you know, impossible to duplicate it again. So that's what I like about painting like this, and I'm mixing it the way I am, is like I get unique colors all up and down the color spectrum. But again, when you mix in kind of the same colors you're using in there, it's going to be like a harmony to the piece because there's a little bit of all of the colors basically in here. So and I kind of like hit or miss figuring that out. And then I was like, oh, maybe there's something to it. Then I looked at this YouTube video of another couple of artists, and they were talking about exactly what I was kind of like feeling as I was doing it. Remember, I'm self-taught, so a lot of the terminology and things like that. I didn't go to school for this. I was playing basketball, running track, you know, cross country, football early on, and just being just like sports all the time. That was my love. Still actually is, but I wasn't thinking about art in school. I don't even know, can't even remember what my art teacher's name was. That's how much I was thinking about art when I was in school. This didn't happen until 47. Kind of, I knew I liked art like as time went on in life because I would go to museums and things like that. Now I'm putting this on here, and maybe when I'm done, I'll see if I can pick the camera up and kind of give you guys a close-up. But you can still see a little bit of the blue peeking through it at spots, and that's purposeful because I like when this dries just the way it's going to look. It's still a little wet right now, so you're not going to see this final look, but it's going to have a real nice look to it when this dries. So anybody have any questions, feel free. I'm about to take a look at over at the computer to see if I have any questions. And I just did a part of it. I did a little lighter than the other part. You see I'm coming across different parts. And that again is going to have a certain type of effect when it dries. It looks a certain way now, but when the acrylic paint dries, it gives you a different look. But I really like that look to this before I even tackle the windows. I want to see what it looks like dry before I actually tackle doing these windows, because that'll kind of give me a direction. I don't want to do those windows right now because I need to see the dried part of this. And again, I'm gonna put a little bit down, put a little lighter. Again, it's got that boom. Oh, that's gonna look so good when it dry. Now I got to do something with this roof up here. So I need to bring all those elements back in again, but this time I'm going to go a little darker. So here I am. I'm going to have the dominant is going to be the burnt sienna. I am going to put a little bit of each one of the other ones in, but the dominant color on here is going to be the burnt sienna. See, I needed to get it darker than this, just so you can see. I'm going to touch on here. Well, you'll see up here. Still kind of light. I still want to get it a little darker. I don't want to put black in here. I think I still had a lot of I should have just. All right, this is it right here. Yep. Now that's those same three colors, but I have a majority of the burnt sienna in. So this all is unified, this right in here. And it's working up. It's kind of warm against those cool colors behind it. I love this brush because it picks up so much paint, but it's not really something to get good close edges to. I'm going to switch to another brush in a second, but I just want to get this on here. Something a little smaller where I can get into This spreads it so quick. Wow, that's all coming to shape. Yes. And then you gotta see how I'm gonna finish this one off. See, it looked like they were all gonna be the same color. And let me get more around here. Just making these, I'm making these little things over here. You'll see when I'm finished over there. Oh, but let me get that smaller brush to just finish this off here. If you're on here and you like what you see so far, this is one of my pieces that is in my upcoming exhibition, Architectural Daydreams. There's over 50 of these paintings. There's 4 that are this size, and it'll be at my studio, and then later in 2025 in New York City, and I will start promoting that when we get there. But I am going to have a preview of some of them in my studio the very early part of next year, and then I'm going to also in November I'm going to have an exhibition here, and it's another series that I'm working on here. There's 2 of them. I kind of haven't decided on which one I want to unveil all of the paintings yet. Again, I want to keep it kind of loose. I don't want to get it so tight. I feel like I'm starting to go like really like too like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And then I'll come back to this. Then I'll come back up here. Boom. That's pretty much as far as I can go with this section right here. And I got a little bit of excess paint on here, and I kind of like that color, so I'm gonna bring it over to here, put a little bit on here. All right, let me get to the next thing. See where I got this little plant down here. I'm just gonna take in so got a little bit of this pot going here. Got something in my throat. So this is my second layer on the pot. Excuse me. But that's my second layer on the pot right there. So I'm gonna let that dry. I got something in my throat. All right, where we at? Back with my favorite brush. Oh my God. I hate when I get something in my throat. I can feel it too. But like a trooper, I'm staying here and not leaving you guys by yourself and not have somebody painting. Like a trooper. Okay, we're coming back up top to this building here. Here we go. This time. All right, let that dry right there for a second. Oh, looks like we have somebody with a question up here. Let me see. Okay. Okay. What is he saying? I don't know why this thing is hot. What's your reason for architect art? What's your reason for architect art in the painting? Didn't put some in there. I'm gonna answer your question in a second. I hope you're still on here. You asked me the question. I think that's I don't have my darn reading. Here they go. My darn reading glass. I can't see the darn thing. It's all right. It says that's Perky's pocket. So it's I hope you're still on here. The Architectural Daydreams, it's a series that I came up. I got this crazy idea to start doing all of these distorted buildings, landscapes, and tying them together with certain elements that you'll see when you see all of them. There's certain things that just tie them all together, and it'll become obvious after you look at all of them, not just the distortion of the buildings. There's other little elements as well. And so I have, I'm doing all types of buildings. It's great. So basically that's what it was. And I work in series. Right now I'm working on a series, like I said, of clocks, the pencil port people, a series on doors, and what's the other one? I got the clocks, the doors, Architectural Daydreams. I got a series of boats. They're small. They're like 10 by 10. So about 5 or 6 series, and an abstract series that I just put frames around all of those that I refinished. So, yeah, I'm always working in series. And if you ever come to my studio, you'll see that I have them sectioned out. It's like all like organized. I know exactly what series I have, how many paintings. Like I can't shoot off the top of my head right now, but of each one, but they're all basically in the same general area. But yeah, I like working in series, and the idea just popped to me as just another way to have a nice artistic expression. That's basically what it was. Okay, let me see here. But that's a good question. I appreciate it. That's what I want people, like, feel free, just ask me anything. Now I was looking at something I wanted to do with this. Where was it at? Yeah, I wanted to put it around here if it'll just look a little darker. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry more because I don't know if I want to really mess with this too much. But I do know what I want to do here. If anybody wants to rent for a paint party, like I said, I do the paint parties, door prizes. You can do a one-on-one workshop. I do every now and then post workshops, but I haven't for a while. I haven't had a chance to like do a workshop here. I was teaching in a summer camp, so I really couldn't do any workshops here while I was doing summer camp. But now it's a whole nother ball game. See how this keeps changing? You're probably looking at it saying, oh, this color's here, this color's there. No. It's ever evolving piece of artwork. It's ever evolving. Now we're about to mess with this right here. All right, let me get this one done. We got this nice and mixed up now. Probably couldn't make this color again. I mixed a little bit of some of the colors I had on my palette. Had too much on there this time. Way too much on the brush this time. All of these pieces, they look similar. Well, you can see they're from the same series, but you got to see they are so different, each one. It's like none of them look the same. You could tell they're the same series, but they don't look the same. They're completely different. The buildings are different. Everything's different. You know, I do artist interviews on my podcast as well. I got a couple of more artists that we're finishing up everything, and I'm going to be interviewing those artists. And so I'm excited about that. I like doing the artist interviews, gives the opportunity to see other artists, and we get to, talk and share ideas and, tell each other, tell the world about our art, whoever looks at the podcast. But yes, that's really nice. I like that. So I got to let that dry before I do my next thing I'm going to do here. Wow, this is really coming together really good. Let me get to this section now. And you see, I just keep moving. I'm going from one section to the next. And again, I'm using a lot of the colors that are on here. And you gotta be careful, because if you mix the wrong colors, it'll get like muddy, and you don't want that. Look how much paint this thing carries. Love it. And especially even more effective when I'm coming over second and third coats on areas that I was working on. Wow, this covered a great distance. I was glad it did that. If you've been on here, you probably seen me come across this part right here multiple times, and you would say, I know he just painted that before, but yes, you would be right. But when you're up on close on here, you can see just little pieces where it kind of, I'm not worrying about this. I'm just going to come straight through this, because I can come back over top of that. Okay, I got another question on here. Let me see. Okay, I see there. Yes. Nice. Thank you. Wow. Really, really, really nice. You know how you just step back and you're looking at something and you see like it's coming like in the way that you can see so much more than I can show you right now. There's more happening than what I can show you. And there's things that I want to change. And I'm going to show you one of them in a second right here. Because my thing is just telling me to do this right here. This is still too wet. But I'm going to take these. Decided to now still mixing with some of the paint underneath. I'm going to come over again with another coat on this. Decided to make these over here instead. See, I decided to change that over. I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to keep this plant right here with this little collage element I put on here. I'm just going to fix that up, and I'm going to take this and do something else with this over here, which means I'm going to eliminate this whole, you'll see in a second. Now I'm going to put the street in here. It's going to be black, but mixed with a little tiny bit of gray. So the street. And as I started going along, I had the idea initially to make this street like very colorful, but as I start going with this, I realized that it's just going to be too, if I make it too colorful, it's going to be too busy for it. It's going to make it too busy, and I don't want it to be too busy, so I'm going to solid color it and then just kind of do some other stuff with it. You'll see as I go along. And I think that this black is like adding to it right now, adding to the overall composition. I think it's adding to it right now. And I seen what I was doing before I start doing it. Because I told you I step back every now and then I look at it, but I was looking and saying this is what I need to do. Like I knew it. But I just want to finish that area I was on. This is my streaming service. They have their stop music, but I like this song right here on here. It was one of the better ones that I can play and keep a flow too. I had some other stuff I was going to put on here, but I just not really have time. And I didn't want to just put anything on here and get like a copyright strike. Put music on here that I'm not authorized. This can play. This is a part of my software, my streaming software package. Let people know too, I do websites as well. I'm working on another artist. I do the websites through GoDaddy. I walk you through it, the whole process, help you get your website set up. There is a charge for it, but trust me, you don't have to go through all the things to try to figure out how to set up a website through GoDaddy. So just know that I have 2 clients I'm actually finishing up with. So that is something that I haven't promoted it or anything like that, but it is something that I can do. So for those, I have a lot of wealth of information. And even though I started painting late in life, I just have a wealth of information, period. Because I'm that type of person that's going to go out there and like really be like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put 1,000% into it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna learn stuff. Uh, I enjoy reading, so stuff kind of comes easy to me once I set my mind to it. Usually it's pretty easy. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna come in the opposite. I got that black down there, and I'm gonna put black in the middle of this one here. Take away that I had there. Now when that dries, I'll do some embellishment to it, and I'm gonna create something out of that right here. My whole idea of what I was gonna do there has changed, but I do like those things I put there, and so I'm gonna work with them though to create something. I'm not sure what it's gonna be just yet. Now I'm looking here, okay? Well, I got the black. Now I'm gonna hit some spots where I need to put this black. Put that right there. Areas I want to hit are kind of wet. So let's see what we got here so far. If y'all don't mind for a quick little commercial break.
If you're looking to bring some warmth and color into your life, I'm offering 15% off all my prints, whether you're after framed, matted only, or just the print. And don't forget about our beautiful box note cards. Just use the code KJL podcast at checkout. You'll also enjoy free shipping on orders over $50, or you can stop by and pick up your art right here at KJL Art Sanctuary, 310 4th Street, Ewing, New Jersey, 08638. At KJL Art Sanctuary, I offer more than just artwork. I've got original pieces for sale, I take commissions, and I host paint parties and workshops. It's all about creating and sharing that creative space. Visit www.kjlartsanctuary.com and let's find the perfect piece for your space.
Okay. Thanks for bearing with me with our little commercial. Oh man, this is coming out so good. But the one thing about being in the studio right here, I need a freaking haircut. That's the one thing. But it's looking kind of wild here. But anyway, one of the things about working in the studio, and I got all these other paintings around me, it's like I want to go now. I want to mess with this one. I want to mess with the other one. I'm looking over there, and so that's one of the things of when I'm shooting the video. It does make me have to, just stay on this one painting, which isn't normally how I do it. But I like to share, with you all what I'm doing here, and I appreciate everybody that follows me, everybody that supports my artwork. I really appreciate it. But do make a visit to my studio. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just don't like the videos. I mean, like them, but also subscribe and please share it. I got a lot of great, content. I just had a art history episode, and I did Augusta Savage, and before that, I did Henry O. Tanner, and giving people the history of that painting that everybody see all the time, the banjo lesson. And then for you to be able to see Augusta Savage and what she did. This lady was born in like 1897 or something like that, and she had this beautiful piece at the World's Fair, but she couldn't take the piece. I don't know if this music is louder than me, but somebody left a note here. I just want to keep the hair wild with a shape up in the building, enjoying the video. I tell you, I've been in here. That's my son here. But yeah, I'm keeping it up. But what I was about to say was yeah, so I said, oh, I forgot, I lost my train of thought, like reading the messages here. But yeah, oh yeah, come to the studio. Uh, it's by appointment, like I said. The paint parties. I lost track of what I was saying because I'm all over the place and I'm like, a little tired. But I really, really enjoy doing these right here. But there was something I was getting ready to say. I hate it when I forget when I forget what I was getting ready to say. But anyway, so I'm gonna call it a night for this right here. I think we've been on here now for, I don't know. I've been on here for 2.5 hours just about. So I'm going to have to take me a break. I'm going to let this dry up a little bit. I'm going to do some cleaning up. And, I think I'm going to call it a night. And I appreciate everybody watching this episode. I'm going to keep bringing this to you. Oh, I was talking about, the art. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about the art history. I was talking about the artist interviews that we're having, these art demonstrations that I do. There's I think I've reached almost 90 videos, probably over 90 videos. And so when I do my 100th video, I'm going to do like a nice giveaway when I do my 100th video. When I do the artist interviews, I give out a free print to people that comment in the artists when I'm doing the artist interviews. And then art history. I've already went and got footage from different museums and galleries. I'm editing some of those now, so you'll have some of those episodes coming up. A few places in New York. The last episode we had was with Jim Kempner Fine Art. I did a tour of their facility, but there's some other places in New York and Philadelphia, and so be looking for those to come out as well. So again, contact me if you're an artist and you love to come on and be interviewed. Stop by the shop. We work by appointment basis. It's 310 4th Street, Ewing, New Jersey. And again, I appreciate you all watching, and we're going to have to, let me turn this music down for a second. I'm just turning the music down. I had to come over here as a matter of fact. Yeah, so again, I can use my controller here. I didn't want to say bye and be like way outside of the camera view, so I have my my what's the name here. So let me get I'm telling you, when I got to like 50, I needed my reading glasses. And this is the official outro. Let me see. Intro. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'll have another episode. I'm going to let you guys see me finish this entire thing. So this is like the 3rd video I've done for this. And you can see how far I am right now. But we will be coming back. And I'm going to let you walk all the way through with me on this one. So please enjoy the rest of your evening. And much love. And I'm going to be checking out. I think I got to end the broadcast. Let's do it right here. Thanks for tuning in to the KJL podcast channel. I'm artist Kenneth J. Lewis Sr., and I truly appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And as always, keep creating, keep dreaming, and let your imagination lead the way. Until next time, take care.